Okay, so I had an idea for a video and I decided, since I just got back from the gym, I'm gonna make my breakfast, to do a video talking about fear, doubt, procrastination, um, anger, worry, all those things that we encounter or we may be challenged with each and every day. And to start off, let's talk about, fear and what really is fear. And I really believe I came to this conclusion a while back that fear is simply a construct that we create in our mind. Okay, so what do I mean by that? And I have to use examples here. My wife called me a while back that there was a rattlesnake on the porch. So I came home. She was, crazy in fear because there's a rattlesnake. So I decided to come home and get my bagel here. I decided to come home, and indeed there was a rattlesnake on the porch. Now I watch a lot of wildlife videos and I love nature stuff. So I really wasn't afraid of the rattlesnake, really. The thing is, I understood the danger. This is the key point. Separating fear and danger. I understood that a rattlesnake is dangerous, okay? And understanding that, I decided to be careful, but I wasn't fearful of what it was that I had to do to get rid of the rattlesnake. So I took action accordingly based on watching nature videos and getting the snake. I got a cooler, I got a stick. I got the rattlesnake proned out. I put him in a bucket. I took him, sent him for. What I'm saying is that a lot of people would say you're crazy to do that because, you could have got bit by a rattlesnake and that would have been that. I understood the danger, but I wasn't afraid. You see a spider in the bathtub and you go crazy and run away. Did that spider really present a danger to you, or were you just constructing so much fear in your mind that you just ran away, in terror over something that really did not present a danger? Like maybe a clown. Okay, so that's in a nutshell when it comes to fear, and that is in many, many areas of our life. You don't have to be afraid. Okay, so that's a little bit on fear. Now let's get into doubt. What is doubt? Why do we doubt? There's a lot of areas that we doubt ourselves and we doubt the outcome. I'm talking about doubting in yourself, though, not doing something because you doubt, that you will be successful at it, or you doubt that a certain thing will, come to fruition. Again, that ties right into fear, and which ties into procrastination, which is why we don't do things, because we doubt the outcome or we're fearful of the outcome. So procrastination, again, all this stuff ties together. One just rolls right into the next. So we have to, again, realize and face whatever it is up front, without wavering, face it, head on. One way to get around procrastination is to get yourself one. Remember these from school? I have one for my daily goals. I writing stuff down. I have one for my dream journal here. And this is another study journal that I have for my language. I have different journals for different things. To help avoid procrastination, get yourself a journal, write down your daily to-do or things that you want to get done, that you need to get done. This will help you break procrastination because you write it down on paper, you make it real. Okay, you make it something that you must complete. And once you complete it, you can give yourself, and here's some of my stuff and my goals. Now, I don't do every day, I don't write down goals. but uh, at least twice a week, I'm writing down some type of goal or something that I want to do. And the good thing about it is once I complete it, I give myself a check mark. You check it off that you've completed it. You get an A for the day. It does something inside you, in your spirit, in your heart, in your mind. And again, it's a way to break procrastination, break doubt, break fear, because when you complete things that you set your mind to, it just does something for you overall. Okay, then you have, uh, you know, fear, doubt, procrastination, anger. That's another big one, right? We get angry over so many things that we really don't have to get angry over. And again, it comes down to an emotional control that we are not allowing ourselves to take control of our emotions and our thoughts and our feelings. You're driving down the block, somebody cuts you off, happens to us all every day. Um, I mean, in the scheme of things, woohoo, somebody cut you off. Do you have to lay on your horn for, 10 seconds, raging in anger just because someone cut you off? What does that do for nothing? In the scheme of things, and the most important thing in life, does it really matter? This is, minor anger issues that we may have because of frustration. That person that you work with in the office or on the job, they're going to say something to you, again, are you going to get bent out of shape? Are you going to go crazy with anger over someone, saying something off the wall to you? Remember, you are in control of the quality of your day. You decide how you want to respond to some idiot, some asshole, just you're in control of that, man. Don't let anyone, take that control from you. Again, it's up here. Okay. So that's anger. Okay, I'm gonna probably cut some of this out. I'm running around here. Okay. What did we say? Fear, doubt, anger, procrastination. Yeah, fear, doubt, procrastination, anger. And worry. That's what it is. Worrying. What are you worried about now? As quiet as it's kept, believe it or not, some people enjoy worrying. It's like part of their day. It's part of their week. They love to worry. Stop worrying, man, about especially stuff you have no control over. You have to stop. You just stop worrying about it. What you do have control over, take action to correct it. Don't worry about things that you don't have any control over, because again, what does that do? It doesn't do anything for you, inside. How do we stop worrying? Well, break it down. Ask yourself, what am I worried about? Number one. And how important is it? What can I do about it? If you can do something about it, do something about it. If you can't do anything about it, then, you can't do anything about it. Sometimes we worry about over the silliest things we may have said or done. So learn the lesson from something that you may have said to somebody that was outside of love, that was just in anger or bitterness or whatever, and you're worried about it. Like, if you're worried about it, that's a good sign that you have empathy and you care. Just don't, just recognize things and don't do it again. But again, it all stems from some type of fear. You really drill down to it, right? So in your heart, just have love, joy, perfect love. I've been told or read, perfect love casts out all fear, doubt, worry, procrastination. When you wake up every day with joy and gratitude and thanksgiving for where you are right now, in your life, thinking about what it is that you want to accomplish and do and how you can, be a blessing to your family, and others. That's the joy that's going to give you. And many of these these things, are going to dissipate. They're not going to be as important or seem as important, and take time for your day. So again, this is just I just had some quick thoughts on this that I wanted to share, just to make another video. One thing you can do, again, that you should do, is remember that the most important thing, in this life is your health. It is your happiness. It is your joy. It is, sharing that love and gratitude for yourself, and also for your family, for your friends, for people. Love yourself, love others, love nature, and live the life in that way, and you'll have total joy, without fear, doubt, procrastination, or worry, and anger. Okay. This is just unscripted, having a conversation with you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Check out some of my other videos. I have some exercise videos in there, some other neat stuff on the site. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you guys next time.